CGR is made from footage that I recorded myself and didn't steal from others. Classic Game Room backers on Patreon get the Hyper Mark III cut of this review ad-free. Banished from Earth, Classic Game Room broadcasts from the Intergalactic Space Arcade on its never-ending mission to review everything. Welcome to Classic Game Room, where we all know that the only thing cooler than a robot is a robot that transforms into something, preferably a cassette player, but in this case, it's a future space jet. This is GunMetal! Originally released in 2002 for the Xbox and PC, GunMetal is not to be confused with GunMetal. There's two games released around the same time with roughly the same name. This is the one with the giant transforming robots, which makes it perfect for Mecha March Madness. You're like Jetfire in this game, and who doesn't love that? So what is it, like a first-person shooter version of Herzog Zwei? Kind of, let's check it out. I'm playing this on the original Xbox, and it took me quite a few games to get used to the controls. It's somewhat dated, but at the same time, GunMetal does play really well. Provided you have a bit of patience. If you haven't played this game before, give it some time. Once you get into it, I think there's a lot to love. The game is broken into missions. Each mission has different objectives, and frequently, more often than not, you'll have to play missions over and over again until you figure out what it is you're supposed to do. The map isn't terribly useful, and frequently when you go attack one thing, something else will destroy your base, and you have no idea it's there. So give the game some time. You're playing a giant transforming mech with missiles. I mean, come on, it's worth it. So as you can see, you fly around as a plane and blow up enemies in the air and on the ground.
Dropships are under attack from the enemy tanks.
Tapping the Y button on your Xbox controller will transform you into a giant robot. And you have different weapons as a plane and as a robot. So that gives you a variety of ways to attack enemies, and that's one of the game's strongest features. Do you fly around as a fast-moving jet or transform into a slow-moving robot? There's no in-between. You cannot transform into a cassette player and let Laserbeak do the job for you. I tried. If I was Soundwave, seriously, I would be the laziest transformer. I'd sit back in an easy chair and just shout commands at Ravage, like, "Give me a beer! Rumble! Bring me Bumblebee's head on a plate!" While the visuals and audio in GunMetal are fairly bland and it looks dated by today's standards, it is fun and extremely challenging. It's a lot harder than it looks, actually, because you've often got to destroy waves of enemies before they destroy one of your radar dishes or your base or something. And the environments are quite large, so it's good that you can transform into a jet, because jets are fast, cassette players are not.
Our engineers have at last succeeded.
A lot of the missions are trial and error. GunMetal is frequently not clear about what it is you're supposed to attack. The ship, the tanks, the troops. You know what the hell, just destroy all of them. You're a giant robot. That's what they do. That's how giant transforming robots roll. With a wide variety of weapon types that you unlock after each mission. That's right, they just get better and better. Annoyingly, after a while though, the missions do look and feel like more of the same, but it's not too bad. GunMetal's reasonably affordable. Just make sure you're buying the right game, although this is the more common one. I have to admit that while it kind of looks like a 3D version of Herzog Zwei, it's not. It's not a strategy game. And you know I've got a classic game room shout out and thank you going all the way to James from Louisville, Kentucky, by way of England. Thank you, James, for hand delivering gunmetal. The back of the packaging says, transform, target, terminate. Is it a mech or a jet? It's both. Is it live or is it Memorex? You know, it doesn't matter as long as it's being played in Soundwave. Or Blaster, he was the other boombox, right? Each faction had their own boombox transformer. Soundwave was definitely the coolest, but who would win when fighting for RC's love? Blaster or Perceptor? Yeah, I'm going with Perceptor on that one. Transforming jets are so cliche. This is fun and all. I like gunmetal, but what you really need is a game where you play as a giant transforming microscope. I guess the Transformers games already did that. Or you could try gunmetal. It's cheap, give it a try. It's got transforming robots and explosions. And the announcer's great. I love this guy.
Nice shooting. Now, proceed to the base and hit it with everything you have.
Nice game! The robots are ripping out my brain! Here's what's new this week at the Classic Game Room Patreon. Packaging reviews of Super Mario Maker and Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4. The Classic Game Room secret review of Star Wars Cheez-Its. Coming soon, the extended cut review of Earth Defense Force 2. Special edition Cheez-Its, no less. Special edition Cheez-Its. Thank you for watching. Follow Classic Game Room on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Patreon. If you liked this review, then you'll love my review of the Transformers 1985 poster calendar, which has a transforming cassette player. Welcome to the club. It's the Lord Carnage Club, where I give thanks to these backers on Patreon. Starting with Jim Moriarty, Sergio Matthias Hergert, Zach Brenner, yeah! Jason from Kamloops, British Columbia, Busy Signal, yeah! Woo! Shadow Minion 4, Lord Carnage, Al Stiver, Sean Zoltek. Nah, I'm just kidding. Sean Zoltek, Stephen Chucknick from New Jersey, Landon Ellerby, so Lando, Philip Straubenmuller of Vienna, Austria, Jack Stavros from Australia, Ohad Kane, Jeff Captain Dauntless, Briar, Rick DeBarros, Will, Kid Shuriken, and Chip Sinkbale. See you next time on Classic Game Room. Mark 3!